$23 million a year in recurring revenue selling template websites to very small businesses. In this video, you're going to learn the strategy behind how it's done and how you can do the exact same strategy using High Level. My name is Mike with Services That Scale, and I help digital agencies design and sell profitable and scalable marketing services to small businesses. I am also one of High Level's top affiliates. And just as a disclaimer, if you invest in High Level through me, I will get paid a commission by High Level. And in exchange, I have all kinds of great bonus resources and training that I provide to help you grow your business. I recently shared a video here on my YouTube channel sharing how anyone can get to $10,000 a month relatively quickly by offering free websites to small businesses. This is a strategy that I use to create explosive growth at my own business, and it's one that I've shared with my agency customers for years now, and I've had many that have had really good success by using it as their foot in the door offer to start selling services to those small businesses and do what I call the land and expand, where you use that to land in the account and then you expand from there by offering additional services to grow the overall value of that account. It's a very successful service, and it's one that I really encourage people to consider starting with, because anytime you can make a free offer, it just helps get attention and helps you get in the door more quickly. And of course, there's a way that we are making money with this strategy. It's not just offering something completely for free, but I can understand what happens from a lot of people watching this video is that there's this skepticism. You know, you get the comments on the video about how can you make any money by offering something for free? Even some suggesting I go back to the year 2000 when a strategy like this would actually work. People saying that the market for offering websites to small businesses is already too saturated. You can just hear people unsell themselves before they even really completely have understood and thought through the strategy, which is always frustrating for me as somebody who's trying to help people get their start as entrepreneurs or grow successful businesses. I would encourage you to make sure that you fully understand the business model before you dismiss it, or you're going to miss out on some real opportunities. All right, I'm going to show you real quick here a Loom video from Sean Clark. Loom videos are Sean Clark's favorite form of communication, as anybody who is in his Facebook community would know. And if you are not in the High Level Facebook community, you really should be. It's over 100,000 people strong now, and it is an absolute goldmine of resources to help you start and grow your business. But this video is a summary of a conversation that he had with some investors that, again, have invested in this business, and they outline the key strategy points and some of the key metrics behind the business that everybody should be aware of in this industry, and that I think can show you that you can make a lot of money selling these foot in the door offers at very low price points, especially if you consider a bigger overall strategy of how you use these just as a foot in the door and then ascend them to additional services where it's appropriate. So watch this video here from Sean Clark real quick, and then we're going to talk about some of the more key points.
I asked ChatGPT to pull out any of the identifying information, so that way I didn't get anybody in trouble or call anything, or make it so that I didn't want to call them out or expose anything. But what I wanted to show is actually how easy this can be. So basically, this email came to me, and it is a company that they wanted us to look at, and they were showing us how this company makes money. And so basically what they do is they go in, they create a templated website, they send it to a business owner, and they say, hey, would you like to buy this website, essentially? And I think if I told most people about this idea, they'd be like, oh yeah, sure, that could work, maybe, sort of, kind of. But here's why I wanted to show this information. You can read all about this, but what matters here, in my opinion, is at the end. This company is doing $23 million in revenue every year. So for people who sort of think of these ideas as like, oh, that won't go anywhere.
All right, you get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and add some of my own commentary here to the rest of this. I will post a link to his video so you can watch it. But the key things here that I really want to stress, because these are counterpoints to the skepticism that I often hear. One of the first ones that I want to point out is they are offering a bundled solution for just $79 a month. I point this one out in particular to get us started because the skepticism that I got from some of the people who watched my video, where I suggested that you sell for $97 a month, this free website plus hosting offer. I got everything from you can't make any money selling something for just $97 a month, all the way to you can't sell a website and hosting for $97 a month because that's too expensive. So 97, 79, pick your number. As long as it's below 100, it's going to be a very attractive offer. And clearly, even at $79 a month, they're making really good money based on their margins and their payback period for their sales process, which we'll discuss here a little bit later on. So when you're selling to small businesses, you always have to keep in mind that the price point, the sales cycle, length and cost, and the cost of delivering services all have to go together to make the model work. In this case, a low price point works because it makes the sales cycle really quick. And also the cost of delivering this service on an ongoing basis is absolutely tiny. The hosting costs, the basic features of high level that you're providing cost you almost nothing. And yet you're going to get recurring revenue from this customer most likely for years to come, because small businesses will keep their same website for years and years. So don't be skeptical about these price points. You can see this business is making it work at a really nice scale. Now, the key to that is you are not selling just hosting. You are selling, as it says, a bundled offer. What that means is you are incorporating some of the other key features of high level into this website to really sell additional value. So that could be things like offering a number, a call tracking number, could be offering the chat widget on their website, opt-in forms, connecting their social accounts into the conversations feature so that they're going to be able to follow up with leads more easily. These are all things that are great to pair up with the website and your hosting offer, and then act as a foot in the door entry into the other high-level services that you can offer to ultimately upsell them to later. You can also see that they target local businesses with 0 to 9 employees. So these are very small businesses. I've had success 0 to 9. I've also had success with businesses up to, let's say, 25, 30 people. I don't think it matters that much as long as they are relatively simple websites. We're not trying to do anything overcomplicated. Again, we're offering the website for free. But you can see also, again, when it comes to making money, these guys have 90% gross dollar retention by the end of month 12. That is unusually high, as Sean points out, but good for them. They're obviously doing something right. And then 100% net dollar retention, which just means that they are finding ways to add additional revenue to this account so that even if they lose some of their accounts, which of course they inevitably will, they're growing the revenue at the other accounts, so the amount of money that they're bringing in essentially stays the same. So that's an important strategy for anybody to keep in mind, is that you are going to lose some accounts. And so if you can grow the accounts that stick with you, then it doesn't matter so much because you are still maintaining your revenue. 2 to 3 month gross profit payback. This is so incredibly important because, again, the skepticism I hear is, well, I can't go just offer a website for free. That's going to take me work. I've got to get paid for that work. You've got to understand, one, that building a website with high level is incredibly easy. With the templates and custom values, it is so easy. And again, I want you to watch the other video that I posted here on my channel so that you can see I go into a little bit more detail about the high level website builder in that video. But you also have to understand that it costs to sell. There is a cost to sell a new customer, and you have to be willing to accept that cost as a business and understand that it could take you 2 or 3 months before you actually reach positive ROI on that customer. That's very normal. And in fact, that's pretty fast. So expect that you're going to have to spend money to get customers. That's just reality. And offering something for free is one of the best ways to make that cost of sale as low as possible because it's a very attractive, exciting offer. And so businesses tend to sign up more quickly. So you are going to have to invest in sales and marketing, whether that's money or just your time and effort, and expect that you're not going to be profitable on day one from that service. You've got to have the right mindset with this stuff or it's never going to work. Okay, and you can see here again, $23 million in recurring revenue, 100% year over year growth. Now, I have heard again from many that, well, the small business marketplace is too saturated for websites. That's a $23 million a year business. I just did some quick chat GPT to see, what are some of the other numbers in this space. Look at this. US web design services expected to reach $61 billion in 2025, 8.5% growth rate, which is fantastic. If you look down here a little bit further, if you combine the hosting and design services, small businesses in the US are influencing a market exceeding $130 billion in 2025. In other words, the market is so damn big, you will never have a chance at scratching the surface of it. There is no major player out there that is even scratching the surface of it. That $23 million business can probably be sold for $100 million or more at this point. That's plenty, okay? You can get yourself in a very good position by offering these services to small businesses, even if this is all you did. Now, the beautiful thing with high level is that should not be all that you do, but it's an incredible foot in the door. Now, I want to point out a couple of other key things that this business is doing really well that is helping them be successful. One is that they are actually putting together websites for the industry that they're prospecting into, and then they're using that website to show the customer, hey, this thing is already ready to go. This is part of the strategy that we took advantage of as well. It's very, very simple. Again, you just use high-level template websites to create a handful of websites in the categories that you're going after. You can buy a domain and put that website up on that domain. So let's say you're selling to home services contractors. You could get San Diego homeservicescontractor.com, put this website up there, have it fully built out. I'd even, have ChatGPT create a quick logo for me and put it up on the site. Make it look like a live functioning website, because when the customer sees that or the prospects see that, it has immediate real value to it. It's not just this theoretical promise of you could build them a website. It's you've already built them a website and they can see it with their own eyes. Anytime you can make it seem more tangible like that, it's much easier to sell. Okay, next is that they're using a real high volume, very affordable approach to prospecting. What they're doing is once that website is built, they've got a template outreach campaign. I'm sure just using primarily email, but maybe also social messaging. And they are just sending out a message to all of these businesses saying, hey, here's a great website that we have for you. Would you like to buy it? So they're reaching out to these businesses with a very, very direct pitch, showing the website. Once they have somebody that responds, they can, again, just make a very direct offer of, well, here's how much it would cost if you'd like to take it off of our hands, right? Now, you may be saying, hey, Mike, you said to offer a free website. Yes, that is my strategy that I went with, which is we'll do the design of the website for you for free. We'll build it out. We'll customize it. All you then have to do is pay us for hosting. The rationale behind that was this is our introductory offer to meet new potential customers. And that worked incredibly well. These guys may have some sort of set price that they are offering the website for. And then my guess, I don't know this company, so I haven't gone through their sales process, but I know how I would do it, is that they offer a very aggressive discounted price on anything upfront, maybe even all the way to free upfront. This is an easy way for them to just go ahead and make a very attractive offer now and get the transaction done. All they care about is getting that recurring revenue, and that's all that you should care about as well. So whether or not they offer it at a very steep discount or free, whatever it is, you can experiment with whatever you want. There's no right or wrong here. The point is, let go of the skepticism and cynicism. Pick a very attractive offer like this one. If it's not this one, I've got a number of others that work very, very well that are also very similar, low cost, attractive foot in the door offers that I teach in my training system. I wanted to keep this video brief because, again, I've already outlined this entire strategy in another video, which I'm going to post to here. Go watch that video. And if you'd like to learn any more about how I can help you grow your business, I've got all kinds of information down below here in the description of this video where you can learn more about that. Thank you so much for watching the video. I appreciate your time and attention. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments down below. I respond to all of them personally. And if you have anybody out there that you think would get value from this, please share it with them and please subscribe to my YouTube channel for future content. Take care.